Hi friends, Rusty back here at Meteo Mundo. We are your home for Caribbean weather, and it's nice to see you on this Thursday. Yes, we are back, our first week of videos in a few months. It's great to see everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're just tuning in for the first time, even if you watched the channel for the last couple of years, whole new look and a lot more information for you here during these daily forecast videos. Appreciate all the kind comments. You guys really like all the information that's on the screen right now. I think we all like the shorter videos as well. And again, I told you I'd take this week to kind of walk you through what you're going to see in these videos. And so I do want to take a quick minute just to mention on the left-hand side of your screen, those are going to be the big weather headlines for the day, the big topics that I'm going to be covering during the video. And because I'm talking about the new Meteo Mundo, I'll highlight that headline right now, but we'll kind of use that as a rundown, if you will, for some of the big stories for the video. Our information hub is at the bottom of your screen. The ticker that you see running below is updated information as of the recording of this video of all the watch warnings, advisories, and weather statements across our entire area. Like today, we have an excessive heat potential for the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos, flooding rains, as you can see scrolling across your screen for Panama. We have some marine issues for the ABC Islands. All of that information across your area will be there for you to keep up to date with the impactful weather. Then on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, a 5-day forecast for over 45 cities across our area. This is by forecast. I spend a lot of time every day customizing it, making sure it's exactly what I want and what I expect in your area. 5-day forecast, not a 3-day, a 5-day. You're going to get your sky conditions, your daytime high, both in Fahrenheit and Celsius, so no worries to have to go convert anything anymore, and your daily chance for rain. We'll then halfway through the video switch over to the marine forecast in 25 areas, and I'll highlight that coming up in just a minute. But that's what the all-new Meteo Mundo looks like for you guys. And again, appreciate all the kind words, and this channel is for you guys, so let me know what you think. Let's talk about what's happening across the area on this Thursday. So we'll start off with the stronger winds that have really built in. I mentioned this in yesterday's video, the tropical wave coming through the Caribbean. Not a lot of moisture with it, but a lot of wind concerns. The winds in Oranjestad today have pushed to nearly 40 miles an hour. We have a code yellow for marine conditions in Curacao at the hour. Just strong easterlies will continue to churn up coastal waters and make it very dangerous for the swimmers out there as well. So just be very cautious. Small craft and those who are going to be enjoying the beaches. It's a beautiful day, but just the winds are going to be a concern across this area. Winds will continue to be fresh across the Lesser Antilles as well. They're not as strong as what they were yesterday. I'm not noticing any major wind gusts. We're actually trying to promote a couple of showers at the hour back down towards TNT. A little bit of moisture coming off the South American coastline, and that easterly wind providing just enough lift in the atmosphere where a couple of showers are possible there. But other than that, it's going to be much more localized showers for today. But again, continuing to churn up the marine issues here, 1.5 to 2 meter waves in a lot of these spots as we go through the rest of our Thursday. Notice the winds are picking up across portions of the U.S. and the British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico as well. 20 to 25 mile an hour winds from St. Croix to San Juan and Ponce. And this actually has spelled a couple of showers. Let me show you the live radar out of Puerto Rico at the hour. Not just some showers, but some cooling thunderstorms as well from the Cuamo area to Uti Alto off towards the west, the Yauco area, San Sebastian, Mayaguez. These showers and storms are developing in interior locations and trying to slowly push their way off towards the west. Watch out for some heavier rainfall, but again, this is helping to break some of the heat. We don't have a heat warning in effect. Temperatures right now are in the mid and the upper 80s, but feels like numbers at the hour are also pushing 100 degrees in a couple of spots. So cooling showers and storms across Puerto Rico, one of the areas that we'll actually get into a little bit in the way of some rain to cool things off. Back out to the big perspective here. Let me throw these wind gusts back on the screen for you guys, and we'll move on to other areas where I expect to see some gusty winds. Now, the winds have still been fresh across Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. We do not have the large wave and strong wind advisory for today, which is good news because the winds weren't sustained as significantly. Temperatures at the hour aren't outrageously high. They're in the upper 80s outside. The winds will continue to freshen and push west into the northwest side of the Caribbean as well. Do expect that, again, another hot day. San Ignacio, Belize is going to hit about 95. Merida in Quintana Roo there is going to be 105. for the next couple of days. So really hot, Roatan in at 90. Feels like temperatures here are at or above 100. Look at San Pedro Sula. Look at La Ceiba. Again, extremely hot conditions here. This is the kind of heat that you want to stay indoors for. There's not, at least at this time, an excessive heat warning for Belize or other areas of Guatemala or Honduras, but keep that in mind. Where we do have an excessive heat watch and where we're going to see some very hot conditions is going to be over all of the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. Now look, the actual air temperatures in Fahrenheit from Freeport to New Providence back down towards Grand Turk and the Caicos isn't outrageously high. It's mainly in the mid and the upper 80s, but the problem is the humidity is up right now and feels like temperatures will only continue to climb. It's going to get worse Friday and Saturday. Feels like temperatures right now in the Caicos are around 95, 96 degrees. Not as rough yet in the central and the northern Bahamas, but starting tomorrow, we're likely to see some feels like numbers ranging from 102 to 108. So again, the other big headline here is going to be the excessive heat. It's going to be for the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, but other areas of our region could fall under some kind of heat advisories the next couple of days, as overall things are going to be relatively dry in most spots, just a couple of quick passing showers. Back out to the broad perspective here for you guys to kind of put a bow on what's happening for today. With the tropical wave moving off towards the east, we continue to have limited moisture here. Moving off to the west, which means the east has a little bit more limited moisture. When I show you guys the air water vapor imagery, you'll notice that, again, the wave struggling to produce a lot of rain because of the thin layer of Saharan dust. And that Saharan dust is only going to be a bigger factor in our forecast as we get towards next week. All of the moisture is off towards the south. This is what happens this time of the year. Any weak tropical wave, and there's another one coming off the West African coast, generally drifts in lower latitudes. You get into the latitudes that would impact our area, and the air is still dry. But another plume, and one of the more first significant plumes of Saharan dust, is likely to be moving into our area as we get towards a little bit later next week. So I'm going to highlight that coming up in just a second. Let's take a quick second, folks, and let everyone know if you want to email me with your pictures and videos, please do so to myMediaMundo@gmail.com. If you want to send me a video, just keep it under 20 seconds. I would appreciate that. Please include your name and, of course, where the picture or video is from, and happy to show those for you guys on the air. And while you're down there, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, click that subscribe button for me. I appreciate that. Again, tell your family and friends that we're back and we have a whole new format and a lot more information for you guys on a daily basis. So thanks for tuning in and thanks for letting everyone else know about it as well. Okay, Saharan dust forecast time. So let's bring that up for you guys right now. Again, expecting the opportunity here. Let me see here. Oh, I hit a wrong button. Stand by. Where's my ticker? Oh, I know. It's on the wrong screen. Never mind. The ticker's not supposed to be on this. I thought I lost the ticker for some reason. Anyway, here's the Saharan dust showing you what's going to be happening over the next 10 days. Look, there's still some technical stuff to work out. There's a lot of new fun features that we have for you here. And again, the presentation we really enjoy. It takes me hitting a couple of buttons from time to time. Anyway, on the Saharan dust, you can clearly see that as we get over the next 7 to 10 days, a thicker plume is going to be moving off the West African coast, going to be transversing the Atlantic Basin, and it's going to start to impact some of our southeast areas, especially down towards, places like the Windward Islands as we get towards Barbados, TNT, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But a lot of the Eastern and Caribbean in general will likely see a little bit more issues when it comes to Saharan dust here in just a little bit. Okay, see, I told you I've got my ticker back on. Now let me bring back on my talking points because I was talking about the Saharan dust. And again, likely to have that plume continue to move in and keep us dry. So what is next for us here? As we move into that, I'm going to pop on our marine forecast. And again, if you're just tuning in for the first time since we've returned, now we have a marine forecast for the next 2 days. It's a highly detailed forecast. Again, wave heights in feet and meters and tide forecast information and water temperatures that are updated on a daily basis for you guys. So again, more information for you at your fingertips. That's one reason why A, these videos are going to be shorter, but B, you should have all the information you need to make more informed decisions across your area. And of course, my role is to provide the details, right? To fill in the information, from my expertise, not just what you're seeing on the screen, but also how this all kind of comes together. So let's break down what's going to be happening here. Notice that there's a lot of showers and storms coming off of the United States East Coast. This is the next front that's going to be moving into portions of Florida, the Bahamas, and Bermuda. It is these areas towards the end of the week and early next week that will have the best chance for showers and storms. And as we get into May, these fronts, just like the last one early this week, tend to stall and hang up across the Bahamas and Bermuda, and that could kick in several days of rain, and potentially for some heavier showers and storms as well. In between, you have the excessive heat. So these are areas that probably aren't going to mind seeing some of those showers and storms. Just got to avoid the opportunity for any severe weather. Taking a look at the model over the next 5 days, let's break down the shower and storm chances here. One area that I'm going to continue to be very concerned about for excessive rainfall is going to be Panama and portions of the southern sides of Costa Rica, but especially Panama. You see the advisory on the bottom of your screen. Daily, they're getting 1 to 2 inches of rain, locally 50 plus millimeters, but 3-day totals are running above 5 inches in some spots, or above 250 millimeters. A flooding concern here, fast river rises, including Panama City. It's a problem. This moisture train is not going anywhere. So if you live in Panama, if you live in southern Costa Rica, let me know in the comments section below what you guys have been seeing. Some of the showers should creep a little bit farther north towards San Jose a little bit later towards the weekend. Improving rain chances as well for the rest of Central America, Honduras and Nicaragua, especially for Nicaragua, the northern sides of Honduras, maybe just a little bit more rain. My friends in the Bay Islands have been dry. If you saw the 5-day forecast, I don't have a lot more rain in the forecast for you, but maybe a rogue shower. Same thing for Belize City as well, San Ignacio on over towards San Pedro. Cancun, Cozumel looking good if you're heading to the beaches. Isolated shower and storm chances. Again, the Merida, Campeche areas, 102 to 106 Fahrenheit for daytime highs the next 5 days. 40, 41, even 42 degrees Celsius for afternoon highs. Shower and storm chance a little bit more limited over Cuba than what we've seen lately. We're going to try and drift a couple of showers over Jamaica. I know there have been some spots that have been overtly dry lately across Jamaica. It has been a forecast that we've seen lately in a lot of areas as well. But at least the opportunity for a few isolated showers. Still going to be favoring central and the northwest areas, more limited off towards the east, Kingston, Port Antonio, on over towards Morant Point. Mandeville, Maypen kind of starts the trend. Savlamar, Montego Bay, slightly better chances there. On over towards Haiti and the Dominican Republic. East Coast, Punta Cana, Santo Domingo, South Coast, Lacaille, better shower chances. I do expect a couple of showers to even build inland towards Port-au-Prince. We got to have a couple of showers along the northeast coast the next couple of days on over towards Puerto Plata and the Samana Peninsula. You get towards Puerto Rico and my friends in the Virgin Islands. Again, some excessive heat when we don't have the rain. Limited shower chances the next couple of days. 25 to 35% chance in most spots from time to time. Well, up to around a 40. Fresh easterlies, but shallow moisture means even if you catch a couple of showers, likely we're not going to spell more than a couple of millimeters of rain, maybe up to 10 millimeters. We're certainly not going to even get to a 1/4 inch most afternoons. Anguilla, St. Bart's, St. Kitts and Nevis, Save St. Eustatius, Antigua, Barbuda, Montserrat. This far north in the Lesser Antilles, a little bit better moisture quality here overall, so slightly higher rain chances from time to time. Again, marine interests, elevated seas a little bit, but no marine statements, no big issues, no rip current statements. So overall, we're looking pretty good. Guatemala, Dominica, Martinique, expect a couple of passing showers here. I would expect a little bit better rain chance as we get towards early next week. It's a trend overall for the Eastern Caribbean. I'll be closely monitoring. Our friends in St. Lucia and Barbados, it's been beautiful weather here. Again, a few passing showers. Sargassum seaweed's been an issue from time to time. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, not looking bad. Grenada, relatively dry. On over towards places like TNT again, where a couple of isolated showers could pop up. What I'm going to do real quickly here is I'm just going to bring back on that 5-day forecast. I want that 5-day forecast to scroll for you guys one more time. Again, I can kind of control that. So we'll look at the marine forecast. We'll go back to the 5-day. But as I'm mentioning our eastern sides, if you look at the forecast here, you're going to look at that 30 to a 40% chance range in most days. Some areas will be slightly higher than that. We'll generally all start off dry. Speaking of a little bit drier, it's going to be the ABC Islands. I don't expect a lot of shower activity. Winds will still be fresh. the next couple of days, so it's not going to surprise me coming on tomorrow to talk more about other marine issues here for Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, Williamstown on over towards Oranjestad. Certainly not bad beach weather, but you got to watch out for the elevated seas when you get to the coastal waters. And then overall, rain chances being relatively low. Fast-moving systems, what that means is the rain totals aren't going to be excessively high. Again, this time of the year, you look towards the lower latitudes, so heavier rain here, southern sides of Central America, trying to sneak in a little bit better chance of rain towards Trinidad, Tobago as well, but as far north, and I know it's not much, but Grenada and Barbados, those rain chances and those totals will be lower. Just isolated rain chances across the rest of the Greater Antilles, and again, until the next cold front comes in, and that might not be until sometime early next week. We're not going to see a ton of rain developing here over the Bahamas and Bermuda, but eventually these spots are going to be some of the wettest areas for us. Taking a look at the significant wave heights. Again, there's the building waves here in the Caribbean pushing west. So now they're going to move into the Southwest Caribbean and redevelop in the Northwest Caribbean. So for Roatan, Utila, Guanaja, the coastal areas of Guatemala, southern sides of Mexico, and Belize, could see a little bit more of marine issues here. I'll be monitoring that situation. Coastal and Atlantic sides of the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos look pretty good, and the generally fresh easterly winds we expect this time of the year through the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Friends, I'm out of time. I appreciate you making Meteo Mundo a part of your daily routine. Thanks for taking a quick second, hitting that like button for me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest forecast across the Caribbean and the Bahamas. Until then, take care.